Today I want to talk to you about positive affirmation and heartfelt compliments. There are two important lessons that I want to share with you today. How do you give a positive affirmation and how do you give a heartfelt compliment? Positive affirmation is important to reinforce the progress that your team have made. You want to ensure them that they are on the right track. So what is positive affirmation? Positive affirmations are statements that you say to your performers to reinforce their belief, encourage them to go further, and give them the hope and optimism in what they do and to ensure them that they are on the right track. While a compliment is something that you give to the person who have achieved the key results or have completed a task successfully, meaning they have reached or arrived at the destination. A heartfelt compliment given to someone can bring you great response, great possibility. It shows respect, admiration, approval, gratitude, trust, appreciation, and hope to them. And one of the most generous things you can do in your life is to give someone else a meaningful and heartfelt compliment. Positive affirmation and heartfelt compliments are important in performance management because they serve as a powerful reinforcement tool for you when you catch people doing the right things. Remember, catching people doing the right things is more fun and more encouraging than catching people doing the wrong things. Positive affirmation, in a way, is like giving them a boost of confidence to charge them up and to motivate them to go further. That's why, as an OKR coach, you need to constantly looking for opportunity to give positive affirmation and heartfelt compliments to your team, to encourage them, to motivate them, and to support them in their quest to achieve the objective and key results. Being able to give affirmation and compliment is an important skill for an OKR coaches. There are several benefits of using positive affirmations and compliments, which include number one, it motivates you to act. And when you act on your goals, it further boosts your desire to continue your action. It also allows you to concentrate on your goals. It gives you the high level of concentration on the goals you want to achieve. Goal achievement is helped by persistently keeping your mind focused in the goal zone. And number three, it changes your negative thought patterns into positive ones. And number four, it influences your subconscious mind and strengthens your beliefs. And number five, it helps you feel positive about yourself and boost your self-confidence. Let's talk about how do you give affirmation and compliment. First, we need to work on our communication skills here. As you know, it is not what you say that really matters. It is how you say it. Especially in giving affirmation and compliment, you need to use the right choice of words. Beware of your tone of voice as well as watching out your body language, which include your eye contact, nodding, smile, your gesture, and your posture. When affirmation and compliment are given with conviction, they can change your thoughts, emotions, beliefs, and behavior. When used intentionally to create change, they can help propel you to your achievements. So, when do you give positive affirmation? You give affirmation whenever you spotted your performer done something well or better than the last time, even with a slight improvement than the last round. Then you should give them a positive affirmation. For example, if the sales staff is supposed to make 10 appointments in a week, okay, that's a key result, right? And last week, he managed to make 6 appointments. And this week, he managed to make 7 appointments here. So what do you do here? Should you scold this person? No, right? So even though he didn't achieve the target of 10 appointments per week, but he did make improvement, right? Compared to the week before. So from making 6 appointments to 7 appointments. So to me, that is slight improvement and it deserves an affirmation. Now, let's continue and talk about how to give a compliment. See, the key here is not any kind of compliment, but a heartfelt compliment. A compliment which is sincere and authentic, meaning people can really feel it when you give it to them, and perhaps they get a little bit emotional when they receive the compliment. So, when do you give a compliment? Well, you give a compliment when you notice your performers have reached their key results. Achievement of each key result deserves a compliment. And of course, you can give them a bigger compliment when they achieve the key objectives. The degree of compliment can vary depending on how big the achievement is. Do you see the difference now between affirmation and compliment? Affirmation is given in the process of achieving the goals, to give your staff the confidence and to ensure them that they are on the right track. But compliment is given when they have reached the destination or milestones. Compliments help us communicate the appreciations that we have on their achievement. Compliments also strengthen our bond and enhance the relationship with the person. Now, how do you give a proper compliment? Here is the model that I want to share with you. It is called the TAPE model. So it stands for TAPE, TAPE model. Now, what does TAPE models stands for? And I'm sure you have played the darts games before, right? To win the game is simple, right? You need to hit the bullseye as many times as possible, am I right? So, to hit the bullseye, here means you must have given the person a heartfelt compliment. Now, if you look at the TAPE model, there are 4 layers, and of course the intention is to hit the bullseye. Then people can really feel it. When you hit the bullseyes, you hit their heart. Now, let's take a look at the first layer, which is known as the things. Meaning, you can start compliment people based on their physical possessions, such as complimenting their clothing or the physical item that they own, like a watch or handbag, right? And the second layer is compliment people on their accomplishment. So you could say how impressed you are about their achievement. But remember, you need to be specific. You could say, I'm really happy to know that you managed to achieve your sales targets for this quarter. So this is very clear and specific. Now, the third layer is closer to the bullseye now, right? So it is known as the personality or character traits. The really great compliments are about character traits or things that are important to the person. You can mention the good qualities that you notice in the person. For example, I'm very impressed by your I'm very impressed by your commitment and dedication to complete the project on time. So commitment and dedication, these are the 2 personality traits that you highlighted to them. It is important for the person to hear this, as it really makes them feel so good and so important. After you have completed the third layer, then you are ready to go to the next layer, which is to hit the bullseye. And to hit the bullseye, you must first provide evidence. Tell the person what you have noticed on what they did. For example, I noticed that you worked late until 9 p.m. for the past 1 month, and you have sacrificed your gym time and foregone your yoga classes. This is a solid evidence to back up your claim that he showed tremendous commitment and dedication. The personality traits that you mentioned in the third layer, after you give the evidence, now you can wrap up the compliments by giving them some encouraging words. For example, keep up the good work, well done, fantastic job, or you are amazing. Now, practice time again. Please write down 3 compliment statements that you can use based on the common scenario that you normally come across at work. Affirmation and compliments also help us like one another. They help build a great relationship. Remember, good behaviors that get noticed and rewarded are likely to be repeated. So if you tell someone how much you like how he smiles when you greeted each other, he is likely to smile again on seeing you. Being in the habit of giving affirmation and compliments help us notice and appreciate what's good and what we like in those around us. Affirmation and compliments have a direct impact on our team performance as they help fuel the energy and enthusiasm of your team towards achieving the objective and key results. There are people, when they receive an affirmation or compliment, they may feel a little bit uncomfortable. We see this more often in the Asian culture. Learning how to graciously accept compliment is just as important as learning how to give them. So, there are times that you need to train your performers to accept the affirmation and compliment with an open mind. For people with low self-esteem and having a poor sense of self-worth, there's actually some research to suggest that compliments do not tend to be well accepted. Other times, people feel uncomfortable receiving compliments because they were taught or they might think that by accepting them equates to bragging. So, for what we do in this situation, well, you can start by doing it in private instead of putting them on the spotlight. Ask them how do they feel. To have an honest and open communication about it so that you could understand what they are really thinking and also their belief. Now, why does receiving compliments make some people uncomfortable? Behind that discomfort, there's the belief that people only do things when they want something in return. So the belief may lead people to view compliment as a danger or threat. So, it is really important to be sincere and authentic when you are giving affirmation and compliment. And finally, when in doubt, a simple thank you works. I encourage you to find every opportunity, to go out there to give compliment because it feels so great, to give compliment. A genuine, meaningful compliment can stay with a person forever. A single sentence has the power to make someone else happier and in some cases change their life. So I would say that alone is a good reason to go out there and give some compliments today.